the Unreal Show. All I've got is just for you. You ready for my beef tonight? I'm okay, just treat me right. Come in, me people, come in, me friend. What you gonna do when you come to defend? Question ask, me answer them. Wheel it up and pull it up and mash again. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire.
Good night, friends. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. Welcome to this evening's presentation. Welcome to this evening's presentation. How are you? Layla, you feel better tonight? I hope you feel better tonight, Layla. I hope you're doing well tonight. Because
welcome to the Unreal Show. All I've got is just for you. You ready for my beef tonight?
Good night, good night.
Okay, just treat me right.
Let's get into it.
Come in, me people. Come in, me friend. What you gonna do when you come to defend? Question ask, me answer them. Wheel it up and pull it up and mash again. I'm on fire.
More fire. How is your evening tonight? Okay. So let's get into it. Unpopular opinion. So Layla says, I have a very unpopular opinion, but it's my opinion. Amber gets an absolute pass for yesterday. After looking at today's skit, she gets an absolute pass. Anthony does not protect her. This is a fair statement, but I'm going to push back at this. Amber cannot get an absolute pass for yesterday because she was playing a fool in front of whatever else is. She can't get a pass for that. But she can get credit for today. She can't get a pass for yesterday, but she can get credit for today. If you want to give her credit for standing up for herself, then yes, I can give her credit, but I can't give her a pass for what she has let happen yesterday because that is still lingering. Shayla and her still have a secret. That's the only reason I can't give her a pass for that, but I understand what you're saying. Anthony can't go too hard at Darren, or he'll spill the beans on how much money she's holding for him. Anthony's a wuss. May I get a whole heap of things. One journey, good night, one journey. This was good. Let's get into this. Let's run into this. Let's go.
Why is it that you just didn't speak up for me down there?
What are you talking about?
When Darren was having to say all the things he wanted to say to me, you didn't stand up for me.
Okay, Amber. When you all were upstairs, Wayne, Mike, and myself, we said what he was saying was messed up.
Anthony, it just seems like you as my husband, you never stand up for me. You just sit in the background and let this man say whatever he wants to say to me. Even when the first time we met him, you just sat there. Let him talk about me eating chicken.
We were in someone else's house.
Anthony, I don't care. It's not an excuse.
All right. So I think there's a thread happening with Anthony. And so let's run into this. Is Anthony the man that Amber is looking for? I think there's a bigger picture in this. Is Anthony a man that Amber is looking for? Don't worry, Layla, I understand what you're saying. She's always going to get a pass for Angela Akisa, but she can't get a pass for yesterday. She can't get credit for today, but me can't give her a pass for yesterday. No, me still calling her out for what she has actually done. Can't get a pass. We've given her many passes. No bother with the foolishness. Me now no more pass left inside of the drawer. We can't give her no more pass. So here's what I'm getting out of this entire thing. Anthony is not the man that Amber is looking for. He's not. He is not. He's not the type of guy that is going to do all that noise and ruckus. He's not that type of guy. He's not that type of guy. He's the quiet guy who is going to remain silent. He's not raised like that. And I think that she's asking him to be something that he is not. Only you still haven't told me what you've thought about what Wayne said about Amber. Well, it's showing. It is showing, Nanya. It is showing because I have some questions on that. May have some things on that. Let me see what you say. No, for me, for nothing, she's justified. The older I get, the more I understand above all. Being a provider is good, but we want to feel safe. If you don't feel safe, loyalty can easily be lost. And I understand that. Layla, I'm rock with you with that, I get what you say. Listen, she get the credit from me for today, I understand. Someone had to check Darren. I get it. Darren was out of line. I'm not going to dispute that. He is out of line, and we're going to talk more about it, by the way. All right? Anthony was more about Ben saying that Shayla is a big butt and a smile. He checked Ben, but he lets Darren speak to his wife anyhow. He did the same with Rooster Nation. They disrespect her. And that's why O'Neal is saying Anthony is not the man for her. Do you see now why I say maybe it is that she need a divorce? That's why O'Neal called for a divorce. O'Neal, Anthony was quiet because Darren would talk about the money he hid. There you go. Ben called Anthony soft and passive also. He have noise and ruckus for Shayla. He's quit when it comes to Amber. He's quiet when it comes to Amber. Him quiet when it comes to him have noise and ruckus for Shayla, but him quiet when it comes to Amber. Anthony has never defended Amber. Got you? Ro, Shayla, Angelina have all made nasty comments about Amber, and he never defends Amber. Yet Ant was quick to confront Ben for his comments about Shayla. And that's why I said Anthony may just not be the man for her. He may not be.
You are my husband. You are supposed to protect me.
Okay. So you didn't feel protected?
No, I didn't. I felt like he was coming at me and you were just sitting there. You know, it's so funny that it was Wayne who stood up for us. Wayne had to say something to him. Wayne checked him. Why is it that my husband is not standing up for me when somebody is so blatantly disrespecting me?
Okay, Amber, what did you want me to do? Take the boy who's been drinking, drag him outside and beat him up?
Well, it's a start, yes.
Seriously?
Seriously.
All right. So let's work on this here, so. Let's work on this. Let me get some comments in. Amber is about to go into disrespect stage on Anthony. Not the guy. I told y'all. Darren should have been told, you don't address my wife anymore, ever. Yes, you are correct, Miss T. Believe it or not, I still think that Shayla is a much better match than Amber. That is correct. That is correct. He's not that type of guy. She does need a divorce. Leave him and his money. Thank you very much, Aminita, for finally saying what I say. They are not a match. I kept saying this over and over again. They are not a match. By the way, guys, have you hit the like button? Or the likes look so small tonight. Hold on. Give me one moment. None of did any of y'all. Okay, one of you did. No, y'all didn't yet. Did one of you guys hit the like button sign in the chat? Hit the like button, guys. The likes them low, so that means that we don't have the regular people them coming on, so them can't see that we're on. Hit the like button. We want the regular people to see that we're on. So let me just make sure I put that in there. Did one of y'all put that inside the chat? I can't see the chat running too fast. Okay. I agree. The divorce that was. This is why I was saying to y'all from before that maybe she needs to get a divorce, and maybe they do need to get a divorce. She's clearly not happy with Anthony. Anthony will have strength to be upset at Amber, and Anthony can't because he's afraid. Him not defend her, and you guys don't like that. Welcoming viewers, please subscribe. Thank you very much, One Journey, for posting that. Please hit the like button, friends. Please hit the like button. Anthony and Amber have terrible chemistry. They seem forced. Yes, they are being forced. Thank you very much, Tina, for hitting the like button. Thank you very much, Tina. Anthony is too much of a weak man for Amber. Amber was grown by her dad, so she knows what it feels like to be protected by a man, and that's why I say he's just not the man for her. We have to just accept this at this point.
Yes, Anthony, I seriously would like you to stand up
Amber,
for me.
I talked to the boy, all right? It may not have been checking him the way that you wanted me to check him, but I told him to not disrespect my wife.
Why not do that in front of me? Huh? Why not say that in front of me? Why not have my back in front of all those people? I know that my husband has my back. Huh? Instead of being a coward.
So it doesn't matter how I check somebody. It just matters that if I do it in front of you.
Yes, it does, Anthony. It matters.
Okay. All right, look. I get it. The whole tensions were high. You were drinking. Everybody was drinking.
I was drinking?
Yes.
So I'm a drunk now.
I'm not.
No, that's what you're saying.
Wow, you're twisting.
I'm a drunk
I'm not
now.
calling you a drunk.
Anthony, first of all, I didn't even finish my one glass of wine.
Okay.
So why would you even say that?
Let me ask y'all a question, because why did the wine trigger Amber so much? Why did the wine trigger Amber? Hold on, friends, hold on. Don't miss. Why did the wine trigger Amber so much? Good evening, Antoinette. Bird brain. All right. If Amber is to finally come to her senses and leave, I hope she does it before Anthony gets scammed out of his riches. Let people see she's left before he went broke. They're evenly yoked. They're unevenly yoked. Roshan, come on. Let me see what you say, Roshan. Even Shayla thinks Anthony is weak. Anthony's a coward. Run, Anthony. Run. Run, Anthony, run. Run, Anthony, run. Because she was drunk last night. Why? Why, friends? Why? Amber didn't get a chance to even the one glass that she... No, she did do the one glass. Don't even bother with that, Kasim. She drink the glass. Because Anthony was trying to use that as an excuse. Was he really trying to do? Amber, before you divorce Anthony, stop telling him everything. I like how y'all are giving it to Anthony tonight, you know. There's something that I'm noticing, but nonetheless, let's work.
So now, what? I can't talk to you now?
Anthony, it's just another moment of being a coward. Making an excuse.
A coward.
You heard me. You heard me the first time.
But I think it's best that we just go home and sleep this off.
Sleep it off.
And start fresh tomorrow.
I'm just tired of having to protect myself. Being the wife and the husband. Come open my door for me.
No, Angela Atkinson, I don't expect you to stand up for Anthony, but let's work with this one. Is Amber building up a case to go back over to Wayne? Let me ask you all this. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Angela Atkinson, since you're on the channel tonight, and me know say you're on and you're going to take on O'Neill. Because me know say O'Neill, the way someone you're saying, hey, I'm just asking the question, is she building up the courage? Is she building up the courage? Wayne has a girlfriend, that's what I call it now. O'Neill, she never loved the man. She just pretended like she did. And now she's deflecting on Anthony. I have some questions. Stephanie said, an emphatic no. Stephanie said, no. Let me settle in this one. Let me settle in this one. Is Amber setting herself up to leave? Miss T say, Wayne has a girlfriend. That no matter. You and me know say that don't matter, Miss T. Angela Atkinson has put her chest loud in the air, and she said, no. Here's what I'm going to say. It's what I think. Don't shoot the messenger. But I want you to listen up, friends. I think that Amber is gearing her way back to Wayne. After all that Wayne said last night, that has weighed on Amber's mind. Seeing Wayne stand up for her tonight, that has also weighed on Amber's mind. I think, whether y'all like it or not, Amber is gearing herself up for round 2 with Wayne. Argue me. Don't worry, argue about it. Let's argue about it. Don't worry yourself, argue about it. Tell O'Neal say I'm wrong and strong and everything else. Tell me I'm wrong, Angela Atkins. So come out the woodwork. Tell O'Neal say I'm wrong and strong. Tell O'Neal say I'm wrong and strong. And I said no. Rico DIY say no. Anthony is dead wrong. Now give him the right, Layla. I can't give him the right. He does not protect his wife even on a basic level. You are correct. I'm not going to mistake on that one at all. You're 100% right. I'm not going to even refuse what you're saying. On the TV, stop the madness. Amber has a guilty conscience about Wayne, so she's trying to pick a fight. Anthony needs to let that hoe get about her business. La daddy. She's tired of Anthony. In bed and out of bed. La da da. Amber has unresolved feelings for Wayne, and everything came out last night, and Wayne feels the same way. I'm asking you all again. Do not hide this. Don't hide this. Wayne spoke to her soul last night. Yes or no? None of you asking only how him feel. This is what only feel. Wayne spoke to Amber's soul last night. That's what happened last night. Wayne talked to our soul. And now what's happening to me, to what I'm seeing now, is that the defense that Wayne has defended her has given her confirmation. But let me run into it. Anthony has been weak since day one. Remember how Anthony allowed Chantel to treat Rolanda. Chantel treated Anthony like a punk. Yes. Shami, me know people be like them new with this. That's what I'm saying. Anthony has always been the guy he's been. Him just this type of guy. I don't know what people are expecting from Anthony. This is who he is. He always has been soft. Haven't we always been saying this? He's a mama's boy. We're all tired of Anthony, yeah? Well, come on. Come on. No one has say yes. We're not calling Amber no name because she tired of being the man and the woman in the relationship. Well, as she take the man, you know. As she take the man. She's ready for Wayne. I am ready for love. Why are you hiding from me? Move that honey pot, girl, now, so I can come right in and be company. I am ready for love. Listen to me. On the count of time, ready for the Wayne star. Some of y'all are just hiding that. You know what we say? We are disappointed in Amber because we expect more. That is correct. That is correct, Miss T. I'm so disappointed too. Amber checked out on Anthony the moment she found out him was in bed with a woman as low and slow. Having an outside baby was a nail in the coffin. Last night's revelation is a little spark in Amber. No, finally I tell the truth now. Now y'all are finally telling the truth. Don't lie now. Anthony is sick of Amber's boring pum pum and Miss Shayla wet. Look here. You know what? Black Aroni, you know what? Me like it. Black Aroni say him sick of him. Listen to me, the both of them sick of each other. Both are sick of each other. O'Neal, get your mind out of the gutter. What do you mean get your mind out of the gutter? Y'all need to call it what it is. Yes, I think it's the beginning of the end. The conversation with Daniel and then Wayne. This is the beginning of the end. We're back to square one in case you don't know what go on. Because y'all are too blinded but by your love for the Amber character. I mean, I want to love her, but that a go on. That's what's going on, folks. That's what's going on. Kasim said Wayne and Amber will not be together. What? You have that stamp and signed by a JP, Kasim? Someone just became a member. Thank you very much. Valid member of the channel. Welcome to being a member of the channel. Is that LaDonna? Thank you very much, LaDonna, for being a member of the channel. Thank you very much for joining our channel. They are biased. You can't get biased enough, people. You see what's happening. If Amber leave Anthony, she's not going back to Wayne. You wanna think so? Can you see Anthony going back to Wayne? Let's go. Can you see Anthony going back to Wayne? Can you see this? Can you see this? Don't lie, people. Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't do it. Let me see if I can find it in my phone. Let me see if I can find it inside of my phone. Them could have called every Dan inside them phone. The people are upset with O'Neal. They must say O'Neal is the problem. O'Neal is a big, big problem. O'Neal is, them saying O'Neal is a problem. What did little old O'Neal do? What did little old O'Neal do? All I did is just call a spade a spade. That's all O'Neal did. All O'Neal has did is called a spade. Let me see if I find whatever it is. Let me see if I find it on my phone. Let me see if I find it. Let me see if I can put this over to my phone because hold on. Let me find it on the phone because hold on. Because some people act like them don't know what's going on, you know. Some of y'all acting like y'all don't know what's going on. Some of y'all acting like y'all don't know what is taking place. Eh? Honeypot is using Wayne's money to fund the music studio. She's in love with D. Thank you very much, Zena, for posting that because that's what's going on. That marriage has been over when Aunt had a baby with Shayla. Now the marriage has been over before they married. Let me give it before that. Marriage over before they married because the cheating should have never happened before in the front part of the marriage. So let's not forget that. We're not gonna try and check it, make it look like we're gonna skip over the other parts them. The marriage over from the cheating happened from before. It shouldn't happen from before. It's like, what's her name last night? Magnola said it should never have happened. Anton not leaving Amber because he does not want a divorce. Well, he might have to leave, you know. He might have to leave. You know, the writers watch us and are listening to us sometimes to our ideas. They are definitely doing that. Can you see them leaving? All right. When finally I warm up now to it now. Man, I'm telling y'all, can you see her going back over to Wayne? Amber's eyes are finally opening to Anthony and his, eh? That's how it go. I saw. A lot of y'all on here watch the skits and still biased in nature. Have a biased nature. I don't know them. Listen to me. Listen to me. Y'all can't do this though. You can't come out and make it look as though. Sometimes y'all really do make it look as though nothing happened before them get married. Whether we want to accept it or not, she did do those things. Whether we want to do it or not, she did what she did yesterday. No, of course. Can you give her the credit for today for saying she want a man to stand up for her? Yes. I'm going to give her that. Aye, sir. Not Wayne, but he's about to make a play. Eh? Huh. Wayne chased Amber during their separation also. Amber never. That doesn't mean that she won't be back right now. That don't mean she's not gonna be back right now. Why does that say that they're not gonna be back right now? Jarina, thank you very much for the super chat. Where's the Jarina? That doesn't mean that they won't be back right now. Why does that mean that? Amber never checks Ernestine in front of Anthony. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Jarina has just entered the chat and Jarina has challenged the Amber supporters. Hold on. Hold on. Them need the credit, so I have to give them the credit. So O'Neal, hold on the judge. So O'Neal, does this mean that Shayla was right in that Amber never loved Anthony? Hold on, judge, because a whole heap of listen. This is exactly what's going on. I got you with so files. Nobody ever got you with nobody knows. Hold on. Let's start at Jarina. Jarina says, Amber never checks Ernestine in front, hold on, of Anthony. Yes or no? Give me the answer to that first. There is a super chat. Let me read the super chat real quickly. Let me wait on y'all's answers, because we're now in a pickle now. Me tell you to say, when y'all come over here, make sure so now have no points, because people are going to push back. You can't just give people anything. They're going to push back. Anthony wants a built-in babysitter, not a wife. That is a fair statement. Very, very fair statement. Me can rock with that. He wants a built-in babysitter. Makes sense. It makes sense. I've seen him do a bunch of things that look like that. Meaning, say, him take her a certain way. I've seen that. I can't argue with you with that. Because, as I said before, Amber is supposed to have her own baby. But answer me the question here from Jarina. Jarina has entered the building. Is she right? Because remember, it's 1-for-1 again. That means someone else has now given us an opposite point. Don't get biased, friends. Don't get biased. Jarina, thank you very much for the super chat. The caller, thank you very much for the super chat. You guys have given great comments. Get into it. Want to say? So you're saying, because most of what Ernestine is said about Anthony is all true. This is not a good line, but meaning I'm not saying you know you type it. I want you to type it, Kerry. But to say that it's all true, are you saying then that what the guy was saying was not true? How do we know that? Isn't that Ernestine's truth though? And it's coming from Ernestine, of all the persons in the world. I could understand if it was someone else who was blemish, would never have a blemish at all, but it's Ernestine. Aminita said, yes, she did check whatever it is. When did she check Ernestine? In front of Anthony. That's what Jarina's statement was just now. And Jarina not half with what she's saying. Amber has checked Ernestine in front of Anthony. When? Give us the video. Give us the video. Don't just tell me say it happened. Give us the video so we can disprove the person in the chat. Find the video of Amber checking Ernestine in front of Anthony so we can put it inside of the chat to disprove who we need to disprove. Let me go to your comment, George. George says, so O'Neal, does this mean that Shayla was right by saying Amber never loved Anthony? Interesting. Did Amber, is the question, ever loved Anthony? We know that she said it, folks. So don't bother come up with that. Well, O'Neal, she said it. O'Neal, she said it, so it must be true. And O'Neal, she's always been saying this. Don't because she said it. Based on what you have seen and the movements, did she really love Anthony, or was Anthony just a backup guy? Was Anthony just the backup man because Amber could not get to Wayne? She couldn't settle down with Wayne, so was he just a backup man? Let's talk about it. Don't worry. Let's talk about it. If she did it, it was a soft check like Anthony's check, and that's what was happening. Anthony gave a soft check. There you go. Jerina said if she did it, it was a soft check. Just like Anthony's check was a soft check. It's the same check. Come on, friends. Come in, friends. Come on. Don't run, friends. Don't from the conversation. Don't run. Don't run, friends. Don't run from the conversation. The caller, you are correct. It was when they were in the kitchen and she called Steen and Anthony called Steen a witch. What about Honeypot? We don't know. Honeypot might not get through. Honeypot is still riding on the next side of things. That's not a good example, Marianne. You know why that's not a good example? Because, okay, Amber said the check that she wants from Anthony is for Anthony to attack Darren. Amber never attacked Ernestine, so it cannot equate. Thank you very much. Miss T says, loved but not in love, nor respected. So I have a problem with that part. So how old is Shayla? With her delusional mind. Shayla put on Amber's wedding dress. Shayla is delusional to this day. Yes, we know that Shayla delusional. Come to here, so right now. Amber never loved Anthony. She only loved the idea of being married and the lifestyle provided. Don't run, friends. Don't run. George is asking a very solid question. I'm asking you, was Shayla right? Shayla was not right. Even Shayla was not even in love with Anthony. We know that Shayla a gold digger. We know that Shayla is a vampire. We know that Shayla is a bloodsucker. We know all of this. We know these things. Shayla may expect. But we give Amber the wherewithal. You can learn to love a man if he loves you. Anthony changed after Shayla tips on her. You can learn to love a man. Learn to love him. Shayla is delusional now. Back then, so if you told Amber never told her that. Who is a mind reader now? All right, no problem. She's settled. Tyran says she's settled. Here's the question I have for y'all. Did Amber settle? Don't lie, friends. Did Amber settle? That's what people are asking now. People are saying, hey, did she settle? Yes or no? Don't skirt around the issue. Let's talk about it. Amber and Anthony were both rebounds. Anthony loves Rolanda and Amber loves Wayne. And I'm glad that you call this out, Reynolds. I'm glad that you called this out because at least you're very, what you call it now? Clear. I don't mind you guys being clear now, but more on a call a spade is spade. Just don't bat it down, though. No, Shayla was not right. Even though George posed a great question. Yeah, but well, what about what Reynolds is saying here, Jason? They were both rebounds. Were they both rebounds? That's exactly what the argument is right now. Totally disagree with George. Shayla has always been delusional and she's going to continue to be delusional. Is she always delusional though? Ernestine and Anthony have an unusual chemistry. Amber normally separates the checks, then checks them both, and sometimes she misses. They are just petty. I don't think nothing to check there. Ah, you got some things to check there. Me not think more than make you make Ernestine talk to me them with it. You have things to check. No, Leila. Come out of the woodwork, Leila. Ain't no way. Leila, me and married. You have to go check Ernestine for me. You have to put that check for Ernestine. I'm not talking about the type of check that bounce. Me I talk about real check. Amber's check to Ernestine has bounced. Amber's check with Ernestine has bounced. That check the bounce long time, a long time that check the bounce. Me can't cash it. Leila, to me love if I respond to your comment. The way Aunt did Amber, I don't know who check him. None I'm here, but he not reading my comments. He just reading the comment and beating down Amber. Is that what I'm doing, or I'm just reading comments? Amber told the counselor that when she caught Shayla and Anthony, she felt like someone had a knife in her heart. She just twisted and twisted. People not in love. La da dee. I'm reading a lot of comments, friends. Hold on, I have to read other comments, friends. Come on, friends. Hold on. I will call a spade a spade. If Wayne said he could be married and she would not have married Anthony. That's a spade. I'm trying to get some other people inside the conversation. You're leaving, Nanya? I see. I'm trying to get some more conversations in here. Not always delusional, but Shayla was definitely right when she said Amber never loved Anthony. So Nanya's argument is that Shayla just always delusional and there's nothing that she says that is right. Me not necessarily think so. No, me not think she always right. But me not think say she never right none at all. I don't think so. Where's Angela Atkinson? Come out of the woodwork, man. No, she did not settle. This was the line that you give me, Angela Atkinson, that she did not settle. But last night she was verbalizing the thing with Wayne. So you don't really count that she actually had settled. It's just that Wayne didn't turn out the way she wanted. So okay. See, here's what I don't like. Let's talk, friends. Let's talk. Look, friends. The one thing I don't like is when you don't give me a measured answer to the things there. Measured. Because there is evidence showing Sir Amber actually love Wayne. Now, if you want to say, O'Neal, you know what? She really loved Wayne, but she never get Wayne at all, and so she moved on to Anthony. All right, we can rock with it. If you say, O'Neal, well, she loved Wayne, but Wayne was playing around, so she had to go somewhere else. We can rock with it. But making it seem as though Amber would have chosen, okay, you know what? Let me ask this question. If Amber could have married either Wayne or Anthony, who would she have chosen? You know what? I'm just going to answer the question for you. Tell you what, I'm going to work the question for you. Don't worry. Let me make you answer the question for yourself. Let's just say both men were on the table. Both of the men were on the table. If both men were on the table, Wayne and the both of them wanted to marry at the same time, and she could have gotten down the aisle and got married to one out of the two of them, which one would she have chosen? If you guys are still saying Anthony, you must be out of here. If people are still saying Anthony, then me know you're disingenuous, because ain't no way. Then if that was the case, should I never sleep with Wayne up to the day I win. And this is why some of the times them it don't look like we're credible folks, because what's going on is that we try to see exactly if we can shift with certain things. So when people say she has settled and we are saying no, she not settled. No man, say she settled, man. She settled for you, man. Nothing wrong with if she settled, she just settled. Some people don't like hear that, but the truth of the matter is she settled. We're not biased. We're not biased. We're bored all the comments about Amber and Amber. We have a grown-up conversation about other things. We are having a grown-up conversation. I think that coming at that conversation, man, Nanya, people are asking the question and them asking a lot of things we have seen before, meaning that Shayla has said some things and people now start questioning it. Because they're saying, hey, the truth of the matter is it looked to me like, it is what it is. Anywho. Friends, we can say that you would have married Wayne, friends. We can say that with an honest thing, without having to be any other way. We don't have to get biased. We can be very honest. We can be very, very honest. So let me give Wayne and the honeypot girl a little bit of airtime. Amber said she slept to Wayne to the day of her wedding. She said she could not believe a man could treat her so good. But when I said she not settle, you just have to tell me she didn't settle. So if she didn't settle, then there is no way that she would have done that up to the day of her wedding. All right. Anyways, don't worry. All right, no problem. Let's get into this.
You know when people do stuff like that, there's a lot of people who feel like that and just don't say nothing. So that's why I really let them talk, because I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm like, I try to understand what happened in your life. The fact that you got this, thing for black women where you feel like you don't, like, it's like he spoke no joy.
At all.
At all. It's just like, oh, a black woman this and a black woman that, and you sit here with this.
I mean, how you feel about it? How you feel about all the stuff that he said?
What you mean how I feel about it?
I mean, you think he has some truth to it?
I think.
You said Amber could have said it another way.
No,
yeah, but
I think
the way I took it, she joking with Mike.
I think.
Okay. We spoke about this in the live today, and I started to give some dissertations on it, right? Some comments on it. There is an undertone in our society that's going on. That's why they're giving this topic so much with the Darren thing. And they're giving it in Black History Month because they're trying to be sensitive to what has been happening inside of our community. Here's the deal. This is happening on both sides of the fence. Black women got to marry white men and then them look behind and say, black men are trash. Black men got to marry white women and then them look behind and say, black women are just loud and rambunctious and whatever words that them call them. That is the truth as to what's going on. That's what them trying to actually show in this entire piece of the puzzle. That's what them showing.
Nah, I think what it is, whoever you grow up around, like white people gonna have more problem with white people because they grew up, and I think black people have more experiences with black people. So in his mind, he feel like whatever don't happen in his life, he feel like that's who black women are. And I'm like, bro, you gonna go off the experiences off a couple situations that you probably been in instead of looking at, man, a black woman birthed you. Mm-hmm. Before you had anything, black woman accepted you, played with you outside, did whatever you had to do to come up in your life. But if something don't happen in your life to make you forget all of that.
All right. So Angela Atkins says, no, O'Neill. No, O'Neill, I disagree with you. That is not the moral of the story. Angela Atkinson, proceed and tell me what is the moral of the story. Give me way out for the moral of the story. But this is what they're bringing forward to the audience because, of course, a Black History Month, and them kind of giving a little vibe to kind of shine light on some different taboo spots inside of our, what you call it, in our community. Now, if you see something else, tell me exactly what else you have seen. But let me let Wayne keep running. Keep
And they
running.
think that it's a color thing instead of a human thing. I'm thinking like at the end of the day, Amber said it the way she said it, because she had said it better. At the end of the day, it didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
Especially why this white
And
lady
yeah,
here.
he uplifting, like, whatever. He loves his wife, whatever. That's none of my business. But sitting there and degrading black women and uplifting his white women in spite
That
of
was
black
the-
women,
hey.
I don't have respect for that.
No, that was different though. I know he was drunk and all that, but at the end of the day, this how I feel. I feel like black women, y'all keep it real a lot. And that's what I love.
All right. So, Wayne say him feel like black women keep it real a lot. In other words, what Wayne is saying is that him loving black women them because they mainly keep it real. Let me try to say I can keep it real. And Angela says, did you see the last skit? I've watched a couple of the skits them. Here's the deal with these skits. Some of them are skits and they follow a trajectory, but they're not all the same of a trajectory. Some of them are topic. You're getting a topic. You're getting a running topic that's happening inside of our community right now. That's what you're getting. What you're getting from this entire thing is a topic that's running in our, what you call it. You're getting a running topic in our community. This is a running topic. One of the things a lot of people say these days is that when a black man go to marry a white woman, black women cuss him out. When a black woman go to go marry a white man, all the same black women praise her. It's a running topic. Then put this out, it's a running topic. Now, of course, you will see different parts to it because it's not one piece. Like I said before, it's not one piece of the puzzle. But that's really and true what's going on. They're giving us a running topic. No. Him say, black women mainly, very, what you call it now? Them honest all the time. All right. I'm going to be very, 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 okay. I've interacted with a lot of white people since I've been here. Maybe them interact different with black Americans. Okay? Maybe that's what it is. In other words, people who are born here as black people and live there for all of them time. Maybe they interact different. Maybe that's what's going on. But what I'm saying is this, is that give me one address this. Angela can say, if this is all that you can see, only like disagree about the topic, but Darren problem is from, okay, what do you mean the topic? I don't know what you're talking about. What are you disagreeing with? I'm not quite certain. Okay, this is what I've seen from my encounters. Both races of people, whether it's black or white, are quite honest, but the honesty is in different ways. A black person, honesty is very bold and very clear and very brass and blunt and brash. That's what a black person's correction is. A white person correction, them are trying being very nice. Them trying to sweet it up. You know what I mean? It's almost like a, hey Jim, yeah, I mean, I think you could use a little perfume, but hey, if you don't mind, I don't mind. If you don't mind, Jim, I don't mind you using a little perfume. I mean, it's not that I'm smelling you, buddy, but you could get a little shower there, buddy. I mean, it's just that's them correction. A black man correction. Only they need to take a shower. Only they stink. Only your arm them want wash. Good God, only you're frenzy. Only you smell bad. Only you need to go wash up. Only I don't know if you've been taking baths, but if you're not taking a bath, you need to hit the bathroom right now. That's the difference. That's what I've seen. I'm gonna open the floor to y'all. That's what I've seen with the corrections. Since I've been here. Now, one might have different experiences, but that's what I've seen. That's exactly what I've seen. Let me get some comments. Let me read out some comments so I can interact with y'all. Darren Snow Queen went off on him in front of everyone and he blamed it on peer pressure from the black women in the room. O'Neal, Honeypot, and Wayne is going to try to get with Amber. That's one skit. Then Shayla is going to find out about Delicia and Iman. Then the Anthony is going to start creeping around with Shayla. All right? Still wondering who Kai's real father is. Not quite certain. She creeped on the RB. She messed with Anthony. Okay, you're talking about Shayla. Let me see if we can get some things from you guys. Let me see if we can get some comments from you guys on the topic. Give me something on the topic. But they're trying to show us that Darren Hurt run deep to childhood. That's also one part of the topic, Angela Atkins. That's kind of what I was saying. You will see other running topics as well. It's a race topic, you know. Race topic in America is a very vast topic, is what I'm getting. Okay? It's a very vast topic. It run deep, it run wide, it have many different cross sections. So there is no one part to it. I'm just giving you a running thread. Why them use, you know, the little man and woman story, because it's a social media top. Wayne is using these from topical perspectives. But yes, you can have the running deep childhood thing as well going with it. You could have that as well. I won't disagree with you. The black man always catch the bad end of the stick. No matter what is how him do. It's always gonna be a black man that's gonna be put down and talked about no matter what. O'Neal, speak your truth. It's just I just want to make people understand what's going on. Honesty is bold, and that's fine, but some people have them honesty in a different ways. So that's what I think that is also a piece of this puzzle. Different people speak about things differently. Black people just more bold. It's like if you're going to Jamaica, the honesty is different from the honesty in the black community here. Even then, it's still a little bit different. For example, in Jamaica, you can tell a woman that she's fat. In Jamaica, you can complain and say a woman needs to lose weight and she's fat. You can't say that in America. That's what I'm telling you. You can't say this, because if you say this, you're seen as the worst of the worst. You know this. People actually will say, yeah, you're big fat woman. You get people saying those things. They do. Why are some of the viewers so hard, always hard on Amber, and always been hard on and always been hard on Amber? I think that the hardness come from different places, man. He's a what? An ambassador? Who is an ambassador? I'm reading y'all's comments now, friends. May I read in the comments? Let me get in some more, Wayne.
Black women, because my sisters, the mothers of my kids, they always kept it real with me, because I was so confident that it make people tell me the truth, because they want me to pipe down a little bit. So black women always told me the truth, but telling me the truth got me to where I'm at. And I think some men just want to lie. It feels better, so they feel like that person treating you better, but the person who tell you the truth love you more. And I think that's what he got to misconstrue. You feel me? Because a person who tell you the truth love you more, because they really want you to grow, even if it's without them. A person who tell you to lie about yourself want to keep you around, and don't matter if you down, as long as you with them. That's not love. That's obsession. Sometimes if I tell somebody the truth, now you tell me the truth, it might push one else away. But if it help us in the long run, that's what love is. So I think he taking love as aggravation, because love make you grow and glow. So he can't stand to hear some black girl that don't told him in school he need to work on this, or he might be corny. Oh, yeah, he took it personal.
It's definitely deep rooted.
It's deep, man. That's deep rooted, man.
So let me ask y'all a question here. Let me ask y'all a question. So him saying, you know, that maybe it's some black woman. So let's discuss this. So a part of what we're seeing as well, but them can't really tell you, because of course a lot of women watch the show, is that on the flip side, Black women don't want to hear. We're talking in black because we're just black people. Don't want to hear the truth either. I think they're also trying to say that. Because Wayne speaks in parables, you know. Wayne's series is kind of in parables. Wayne's skits are in parables. But what they will do is they will use a man to try to tell the story, because if they were to use a woman, you would get turned off very easily. Them have to make a man do the offending because men are easier to take the offending than if a woman were to do the offending. But give me your take on it. I think that's also what I'm trying to tell you. They're also trying to say that just the same way that, you know, just like him saying right now, sometimes a man can't deal with the truth, is the same way sometimes a woman can't deal with the truth either. Let me read y'all's comment. I think Amber held at different standards, so she's not allowing new mistakes. And that is why the viewers always have a problem with her. Yes, she is held to a standard, and because she holds herself to a standard. And so people are going to view her and judge her differently. That's what's going on. Nobody cares about black men getting with white women. What upsets us is as soon as they get a black woman, they put black women down. And that's what the black men they must say. Tyrann, that's exactly the point I try to raise for you. That's the point, you know. This is what I'm trying to show you. What they're trying to show you is this interchanges in our society. For some reason, the same thing happens. If you listen to a lot of the podcasts and listen to a lot of different blood calling, are the same problem them have. Because what they do is that when them see when a black man see a black girl go with a white man, the first thing our friends them say is, hey, you do you boo, don't worry yourself, black men are foolishness and black men are trash. That's where it's coming from. I'm showing you where the argument is coming from, friends. More you understand where the context of this is coming from. It is something that's going on in our society. A man can handle the truth better than a woman can, and that's facts. Hey, I'm just giving y'all some point of view so I'm gonna get something. O'Neal, when we said Darren is his when Amber said to Darren his mama and ancestors would be so disappointed in him, Darren said that they wouldn't if they see his generational wealth, and they're trying to tell us something. Yes, them also are trying to tell us that people marry outside of them race. If this is what I think you're saying, because them think that money is on the other side. Yes, them are trying to tell us something as well. Yes, Angela Atkinson, I like how you're digging up the story because them have more things in it. I like this, Nanya. Stand in your truth. Don't flip up. Darren is pissed that the only woman that wants him is the white woman. He's considered a nerd, he's corny, and he's not cute. That's the way I say. Him nerd and not cute. We are saying not cute enough. I think there's a new skit. Let me see if I can find a new skit. Let me try to break this to y'all. I think there's a new skit. So if there's a new skit, let me try to give it to y'all right now. See? Me like how you care about this, you know. There you go. I feel like I care. No, I care when a black man gets with a white woman. Thank you very much. At least you care, Miss T. Because a lot of times what happens, where you say don't care, or you say don't care. No, I don't. Is it I care or I don't care? That's what's going on. They're just tettling the waters because there's a lot of unseen things in our community. It is how addressing of a black woman and black man to offend from one to another. The conditioning has to be to pull apart our community with the use of race. Using race to see inferiorities in us. Yes, I'm glad to not get into where the people I'm going because it is not just black men that does this. You have black women who do it as well. And at that them I try pinpoint, but them use a man to tell the story because it's easier for us to beat up on a man because men can take it. Us men can take it. You do have men who marry a white woman and all of a sudden them change. But the reverse is also true. And when it gets called out, what tends to happen is that women run to their defenses. That's what you're seeing inside of the skit them. That's the way you see. Them couldn't use a woman. Them couldn't. No, if they use a woman, O'Neal, you get turned off very easily because every time Amber does something your viewers don't agree with, y'all scream divorce. Well, I think when I say divorce, Teresa, when I say Amber needs a divorce, I say Amber needs a divorce not because I'm turned off from what Amber has going on. I have said divorce before because I've said that the marriage is because you're not equally yoked. So I want you to understand my argument for divorce. I've been arguing for divorce from Wapiking Kill Fellows, right? And I've been saying them should never have been married, number one, because the marriage is not in good faith, right? Number two, me say when Anthony find out about Amber, the two of them should get a divorce. They didn't. Then when they find out about the baby, I said them should get a divorce again. They didn't. And now they're here again. They're unevenly yoked. That's why O'Neal said them need to get a divorce. Not because of the little things them when me think may agree or not disagree. Because if you ask me, O'Neal basically flags both of them. Because both of them get a flag. Amber get a flag from before the marriage and Anthony get a flag for the baby. So trust me, both of them get a flag from O'Neal. All right, new skit. So we're jumping on a new skit. Let's jump in on a new skit, Teresa. Let me get the new skit for y'all, friends. Let me get the new skit for you.
Want to shop?
Let me get the new skit ready and fold up for you guys. Don't worry. I got it.
Shopping cart smashed my headlight. We worried we'd have to fight to get paid.
I got it. Let me get it for y'all. All right, let me get it for you guys. Let's go. There's a lot going on. Angela Atkinson, I love your thought process on that piece. Thank you very much for that. A lot of you're going into a lot of deep intricacies. I like it. I really do like it, Angela Atkinson, and the other people that are really giving me some comments. I like it. Let's run. Okay. Running thread again, Angela Atkinson. Running thread again. There is this inkling that white women are soft and don't defend themselves, or that they don't speak up like black women speak up. This is also not really true, but them say are true. White women remain quiet for a time. White women just remain quiet for a time. Sometimes. Not all of them, but they sometimes remain quiet for a time and then after that them blow up. Just like how black women blow up, they blow up too. So again, they're also showing a different piece of the puzzle. Yes, there is a lot of that tonight. They're also showing again, and you talked about this, Angela Atkinson, the generational wealth line is there. They are giving you, Wayne is trying to open up the audience because he realized that some of the things that bothers the black community does bother the white community as well. Think Amber is held to a different standard. That is correct. That is correct. Let me see exactly y'all's comments. I'm going to give y'all some eartime. European white women speak just like others when they feel disrespected. That is correct. Can't wait for Dylan to find a woman that respects him for the good man that he is. I hope so. Dylan act like a clone sometimes. The women are not the issue. It's Darren. He is the issue. Vanzel is just cloning with you guys. Do not stop me down. Lisa teaches drunk but something, eh? She's trying to teach him something. Darren wants a Stepford wife. Mommy dearest. You hear them lines, them lines. So now y'all see exactly what's going on. That's what's going on. Darren is going to go home and bully his wife. That's what he's doing. Look at Darren. He now blaming Amber for what his wife did because she never speaks. Well, let me tell you this. They're going to show you the next side of the puzzle. Mommy issues. So when I say I have mommy issues, well, let me ask y'all this. Is there a mommy issue? Since we're saying him have mommy issues, is there a mommy issue in the black community? Hold on, ladies. Let me ask y'all this. Is there a mommy issue in the black community? Is that what them are trying to get at? That somewhat there's some amount of black, like there's some amount of issue with that? The fact that Darren started all of this when he insulted Amber 3 times in the meeting, her is just diabolical. He's the problem for sure. We know him is the problem. We know that he's a ship shod. Ship shod, friends. Don't take it different than what we say. Only say what I think him say. That's what only say. Ship shod. That's all I said. Well, George, get into it, George. The mommy issues is with men. What do you mean it's with men? What that mean? If me have mommy issues, where does mommy issues come from? That's my question. I see why Darren is so mad and funny looking dude in the group, and no black woman would give him a chance. Only one thing for sure, the pum pum will stop a lot of issues temporarily, no matter what skin color. That is correct. You get the good old whites, so you have to deal with the business, you know. What do you classify as mommy issues? When you say mommy issues, what I mean? Women are raised to be independent more often and not, especially black women, because we have to fight 3 times harder than other women. And I respect that. I'm going to always respect that. We need to know his upbringing and background to formulate further hypotheses on him. Something has shaped his belief system, experiences, position in the black community, successfulness. That's why this topic is so integral, and you can't just really leave it. And he's going to get a lot of views. No, he has daddy issues. Okay. Never showed his mom respect, so he thinks it's okay to disrespect his black queens. Sound like a man them fault again, you know. Terry said sound like a man fault again. All right, if you say so. Hey, if y'all say so, you know, I'm gonna go if y'all say so. Tambam, where's the Tambam? Not no mommy issues, it's pure ignorance. There you go. No, that Tambam, that me can rock with. That's what I can rock with. Look, you guys have seen a lot of people have become extreme conservatives here on YouTube. And they have said some wild and outlandish things. This is nothing new. And it's starting to happen in both males and in both females. And don't get me wrong, you know. Hey, me believe conservatives have good points, liberals have good points. But you listen to some black conservatives, them sound like this. That's all I can say. A lot of black conservatives sound like this. Give me 1 minute, Goddess London. A lot of black conservatives that you watch here on YouTube sound just like how Darren sound. The woman raised their sons. Not all women to be all up under them or they treat their sons like their husbands. Thank you very much. And so some of the time you get soft. Don't get it twisted, friends. A lot of black conservatives sound just like that. So don't make it seem like it's just what you're seeing. Also, is like a broader spectrum thing. That's why I said this is such a very vast topic. We couldn't even cover it in a day. Believe me. The Darren character. Why the Darren character is so important to the Kountry Wayne skit is because the Darren character is representative of a lot of people who are now springing up in a black America. Or in America in itself, but in the black community. Darren represents a lot of that, both male and female. But nonetheless, friends, it's time for us to go to bed. It's 10 o'clock. It was a wonderful discussion. We do have great point of views. Friends, like, share, comment, subscribe. I love you all. Have a wonderful night. Wanna sleep well. I'm going to end the live stream here. Me love you. Sleep good. And keep laughing and keep smiling. Bye-bye.
Welcome to the Unresolved Show. All I've got is just for you. You ready for my beef tonight? I'm okay, just treat me right. Come in, me people, come in, me friend. What you gonna do when you come to defend? Question ask, me answer them. Wheel it up and pull it up and mash again.